So yeah, so I got three questions. It's one question, but three persons asked the same question. So maybe I should begin today's session with it before going into the hot matter for today. So 2 Mondays ago, yes, no, 3 weeks ago, I shared on how to how to start a relationship and then marry on a budget. I'm not talking about the wedding budget now. All right, when you're not so financially buoyant, how can you be in a relationship and then marry when there's no money? So that was 3 weeks ago, and some then I referenced it last Monday. So some persons came to my DM and said, they missed it. Can we have it? Because TikTok doesn't allow us to post it like the other platforms where once you're live and you're done, it's there. Yeah, you cannot come back to this except I download it and repost it again. And it's about 3 hours, sometimes 2 hours long. So we started doing that on YouTube. So we get this recording and go on my channel on YouTube and we upload it there. So if you want to go back to it, you can go on YouTube, all right, and listen. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep liking, keep sharing, keep liking, keep sharing, keep liking, and keep sharing. Yep. Today I'm reaching out to you from the global city of Benin, Benin City. Last week I was streaming from Abuja with my dear Chukulentu's wife. Today, lonely, I am so lonely. I have everybody. I'm not on my own. You know that song? Who sang it? I think is it Michael Jackson? I don't know. All right, so that was the question. So let's start from there. Okay, Akon, brother Akon, and I saw him. Yeah, you see. We are in the spirit. Oh. I watched a video of him yesterday. It was like a podcast where they were asking him a question about, and he was talking about faith. He was talking about what God says about marriage. Yeah, that's what Akon was doing. I was okay. Perhaps he's a brother, really. Nice one, nice one. Yeah, nice one. So yes, so people say things like, if you are broke, you shouldn't get married. And I say no. People should not say that if you are broke, you should not get married. People shouldn't say that. People should not propose it. All right? Yeah, they shouldn't propose it because most of the world is broke. Right? Uh-huh. So our generation is taking too long time to get married because they are working with that philosophy that if I don't have money, I couldn't get married. If I don't have money, I shouldn't get married. I think when you can take care of yourself and you can take care of another person, you should get married. Or if both of you can combine your resources together, then you are ripe to get married. It doesn't make sense to say until you are very financially stable. What if that happens to you in your 40s? Are you going to wait to get married in your 40s? Should a woman wait till she's 40, all things being equal, before she gets married, thinking about the fact you're going to raise children and it takes time to raise children, and you ought to raise the children and let them be, then you enjoy the other phase of your life. There are certain cases where people are still, raising little children in their 50s and their 60s. But that's not the appropriate time. But it happens. But that's not the best time. The Bible says there's time for everything. So there's even time for bringing children. There's time for marriage. There's time for everything. I could go to primary school now, right? But is this the best time to be in primary school? Is this the best time to be learning 1 plus 1 2? Now, it doesn't mean I cannot go to primary school or have primary school education. Let me put it that way. But this is not the time for it. But it can happen. But this is not the best time for it. I should have done it when I was much younger, right? So there's time for everything. So should people who don't have a source of livelihood be in love? Yes, they should be in love. They should be in love. So a girl that doesn't have a job, that is matured enough, not a teenager, I don't believe that anybody less than 18 should be in love. I believe that relationship should start from at least 18 above. All right. Yeah. Love relationship should begin from the age most governments regard as adult age, which is from 18. Some in some countries 17, most 18. So from that age, somebody can be in love, and that's okay. Now it's important because the way the human being is built, human beings are built to have emotional support, love support. It is part of our makeup system. All right. So you function better when you are loved because you we are made from love. In short, what brings about a child is even called love making. You see, that's what it's even called. So you see, we are a product of love. So we function through love. So it's important to be loved. And there are different types of love. There's the love from your father, your mother, parental love, love from your siblings, all right? Family love, brotherly love. Then there's a love from a friend. And then there's a love from a lover. That is important. So people should not be denied the opportunity of loving people, even though they cannot finance all their desires for the person. You see that? Yeah, it's important. So if someone is in that situation, you say, I'm out of school as a young man, I don't have a job, or my business is not yet there, so I don't need a girlfriend. Who said you can have a girlfriend even though you don't have money? You can have a girlfriend even though you don't have money. It's different from marriage. I'm talking about marriage now, right? I'm saying you can have somebody that you are planning to marry, even if you are going to do the marriage in 10 years' time. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That can happen. That's if it's your choice. All right? Yeah. But if you want to go into marriage to somebody who is struggling, marry, your choice, yes, the person can. However, what I strongly recommend is you don't bring children into the world yet. Two adults will always find a way. Two young adults, healthy adults, will always find a way to find food. There's so many things that a man can do just to get by. All right? Yeah, and then for the fact that two good heads are better than one, that's another thing. So if you are there and you are waiting until you make all the money before you get married, I don't think you're making the best decision. Welcome, welcome, happy Inas, welcome, Yussi. Is it Yussi or Juicy? Juicy Moreno. Welcome. You see, so people should not be, a young man should not be 29, 28, 30 and not be in love because he doesn't have a high paying job. Why should you not be in love at that age? You should be in love. You should have somebody that is loving you or that you're loving upon. All right. So, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay. I'm not trying to use personal experience, but that's perfectly okay. So, but when we want to take it into marriage, then we should be better prepared because of the responsibilities that will come with the marriage. Yeah. And society has become a little bit too money driven. Okay. Otherwise, many years back, people could easily provide for their basic amenities. All right. The system in which the world used to operate in was easier to function materially than the way it is now. It's a little bit more complex, more closed, all right, and sometimes a little bit more mysterious. It needs to be more simple, less complicated. So people could eat from their farms and cater for themselves. Accommodation and all those things were cheaper. You can ask your parents, you see. But today is complex, right? Yeah. So most of the parents got married in their father's house or moved into their own, one small place. But today, young man is living in his own two-bedroom flat. He still thinks he's not qualified to get married. So we have complicated it a whole lot, and it doesn't make any sense. So you say, why do you have to marry early? So that you can enjoy your marriage for a longer time. Yeah, that's number one reason. So that you can enjoy your marriage for a longer time. So that's part of why you marry early. All right. Okay. Um, is this Ijezime Christ? Did I get it right? Did I get it right?
You're right.
I think so. Hello, my lovely wife. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay, Christian. Sorry, I didn't see the, the Christian. Ijezime, Ijezime, Igezime, Igie. Are you Benin? Ime, Amen. Maybe. Eckhard, how are you?
Hi, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Akuko Edo, okay, Edo. So I tried now. I know my country. Akoko Edo. I know the capital. Igara. Is it Igara? Akoko Edo, Igara, Ego, Uselu, Esako Central, Fuga, Esako West, again Ebude, Esa Northeast, Iruwa, Esa Northwest, Uromi, Igwebe, Igwebe, Ikpoba, Oka, Idogbo. Make una leave local government and capital for me. Local governments of Delta State too. Don't tell anybody. Oh. Where are you? Where did you run to? Igara, eh? I said it now. Akoko Edo, Igara. Tried. All right. So you're welcome. This is our first time. Let me beat the drum. I already sang for you. Uh, Eckhart, STC First Lady, how are you?
You're welcome.
I can hear
SPC.
you, Eckhart.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
How are you?
Hi.
Argentina!
You
Argentina!
know what
My
you
enemies are
said?
laughing at me. They should
Welcome.
show their World Cup now. They should show their World Cup if they fit. They have scapegoats. We will have the real goats. Someone brought you here. Oh, okay. Shout out to the person that brought you. Blessings.
I think so.
How are you? How's your day?
Oh, welcome.
I'm talking to you, Eckhart.
My day has been good.
Are
That
you
was
on makeup? Let me see your face.
hmm?
You're not on makeup. Keep to my live session without makeup. No lipstick. You're forming deeper life, right? Is
Told you I don't
that
have
your
to.
agenda? Is that your agenda for this season?
You
You
told
have
you I
turned
don't have
to deeper life, right?
to. No, no.
Huh?
Oh my God. I didn't even know.
This shirt you're wearing, is that your shirt?
I took those clothes and wearing your clothes.
All right. I will come back to you. So you're welcome there. Today we are discussing a very interesting subject, and I want us to fly in. It's love, relationship, and dating. All right. Today we are going to be speaking about gender roles. Okay, gender roles in marriage. And I began by answering a question. Someone asked a question last week on how to, because 3 weeks ago we shared on how to be in a relationship, when you don't have so much resources. All right. And and how to also get married on a budget. That was the question they asked. So we're going to come back to that question. I want us to go to the call for today's conversation since you are here. So yeah, Christian, that's the program about. It's love and relationship. We speak about dating, we speak about relationship, we speak about marriage. That is the core, and we meet people here too. Yeah, we are a family, and this is the third season. The first season was on Instagram, second one here, third one here, And in a few weeks, we're going to be wrapping up season 3 to take a break. And we'll return again in September for season 4. Glory to God. So yeah, this is the conversation. Earlier today, I put up a video, and it was on the matter of the core and the defining responsibilities of spouses. What is the core and defining responsibility of a husband? What is the core and defining responsibility of a wife? Whether you're married or not, it's for you, it's for all of us here, okay? What is a core responsibility? And I gave an illustration. I said, sometimes for some sisters, some ladies, when we say, what do you bring to the table? They are spooked. They get a little bit uncomfortable. And sometimes, really, really, why are you asking what do I bring to the table? And then I said in that video, some of them say, I gave birth. I gave birth. You see? I gave birth. So the child is what I brought to the table. And I'm saying, no doubt, yeah, you took in 9 months, now you've put to bed. But that should not be the defining responsibility of a wife. So yeah, so that's the conversation. And we're going to open the phone lines for you to step in to share your thoughts. All right, if you want to share your thoughts, and you're free to also put your thoughts down there in the comment section. All right, your contributions, your questions, your disagreements, what have you. Isoken, you're welcome. Chinedu Hila, you're welcome. Heavenly Royalty, you're welcome. Everybody stay tuned tonight. It's going to be a hot one. So, Eka, that's the conversation. So, I went on to it was 3 minutes just to share a little bit of the fact that the responsibility of a wife ought to transcend bearing children and putting to bed. Ought to transcend. I think that if the responsibility of a wife is narrowed down to giving birth, it is an assault on the capacity, the grace, and the ability of the female gender. Yes. Now, we're not doubling down or minimizing the season, the periods of pregnancy, and all that will come with it. We're not dislodging it or making light of what it takes to carry a baby. But I do not think or believe, neither does the Word of God, because that's our opinion anyway, neither does the Word of God in any way capture the destiny of a wife and narrow it down to giving birth. So I want us to have a conversation on that. Should a woman be defined by that? Should that be all she's bringing to the table? Should that be the core of what she brings to the table? My answer is no. So what do you think? Are you going with yes or you're going with no? Let me hear you in the comment section. Good evening, Chinedu. Good evening, Heavenly Reality. Should childbirth be the only and the primary contribution of a wife to the marital institution? No, for me. Okay, Isoken says no. Thank you for your answer.
Are we voting?
Come on, people, that's the question. We are going to have a conversation on it now.
Are we voting in the comments?
All right, Yonia says no. Nice one.
Can you hear me?
Focus. I just heard you now. Sorry. What do you say?
Okay, I see you are voting in the comments. No problem. No one else is voting in the comments.
What did you say yourself?
I was asking if you are voting in the comments. I just noticed you there.
Yes. Yes, sir. They are voting in the comments. All right. Chinedu says no. Excuse me, please. Can we still hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
All right. Good one. No, no, no. Okay. So what about you, Eckhart? What are your thoughts?
Oh, I agree with you on the value of the women, even though restricted to just childbearing. Even if we are looking at the naturally, the natural role given to a woman by virtue of her body, makeup, her physiology.
Okay.
Childbirth is, yeah, a product of her physiological makeup, but that is not all in terms of value that a woman has to offer in the context of a marital union. So I will vote along the lines of every other person who has, put up a comment. No, no, there is more. There's more to what a woman can bring to the table. There's more value than just childbearing. Um, Firstly, we are not going to disregard the fact that there are women who will be unable to birth children.
Let's keep liking, keep sharing, keep liking, keep sharing.
There will be women who will be unable to birth children, and if they're unable to birth children for certain reasons, does that negate their value? The answer is no. There is more there's more to the value a wife and a woman can bring to a marital union outside of giving birth to children. I mean, we are going from years when women were just relegated to childbearing and child rearing, right? So even civilization has grown to that point where humanity now sees more value in the persona of a woman than childbearing. If we should relegate the value of a woman to childbearing, then it's more like saying, all your purpose is to surrogate your children, right? Surrogacy. Women, right now, there are women who help other families carry babies. So, what then is the contribution of the wife, of the woman in a relationship? So, absolutely no. There's so much more. There's so much more in value that a woman can offer in a marital union.
Okay. Okay. Powerful thoughts. So your opinion, the the whole process of taking in the pregnancy, giving birth, you know, child care should not be considered as the number one priority of a wife.
If we are going to, say it like that, we are not saying, I am not saying it is not an important part. I mean, um, without the wife in a union, it is women to-
I don't think we can hear you.
can you hear me? Are you sure it's not you?
Is it me?
Can you guys hear me in the comments? Can you
We
speak?
can, but it's faint. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
Really?
Can we hear her? Is it loud?
Hear
She
me?
loud?
Yeah. Can you let us know in the comments if you can hear me loud and clear? Ah, so that's a matter. But
Ah, it's faint. It said it's faint in your end. You have to speak up.
oh, okay. So sorry. So
We
I
can
was
hear you now.
oh, okay. All right. I was saying that a man and a woman coming together in a union and want to bear children, the the woman's place is to carry the children, the man's place is to give the seed, and the woman's place is to nurture the seed until it's time to birth forth, and then she births for the child. That is a very integral part of what the woman, you know, brings in terms of value to a union. But we are saying that is not the only value that she comes with, right? That's not the only value that she comes with. So, and I said, there are people who are unable to bear children. Are we then saying that those people who are unable to bear children have no value in the relationship? So we go,
Or the period where they are unable to bear children, do they become valuable if it's 6 years into the marriage, 10 years into the marriage? Is it at year 10 of their marriage that the wife becomes valuable?
exactly. So that's if you're going to only tie the worth of a wife to childbearing, whether you as a woman you are going to tie the worth of your worth to only childbearing, you are missing the point. It is one of the things you bring as your path in the union, but it is not the only part with value. Yes, so I was even saying that there are people who can do that. In our world and in our day, there is surrogacy. Surrogacy is another woman helping the family to carry the child. Are you then saying, you know, your value as a wife has to be something nobody else can bring? That it's only your status as a wife that can bring that, you know, as something valuable to that union. It has to be something. If I would say, oh, there is something valuable that my husband, gives to me. It has to be something, it's valuable for his office to give to me because it's something, no, I cannot get it from, no other place, right? It is topmost. It is so when we look at the value of a woman and the value of a wife, we should be thinking beyond what the obvious is: childbearing, child raising. Because, like you said in that short clip you posted earlier, you are doing it for yourself also.
Yeah, that's the point. I feel sorry to just cut you short. Just keep your thoughts. Let me add this so you can continue along this line. I feel that for some of our sisters, when I mean our sisters, I mean married women. That's what I mean by sisters. I feel they seem to over they seem to over, shall I say, I don't know the word to use, but let me just describe what I'm trying to say. I think they overestimate the pregnancy phase, the raising the child, as though there's nothing above that. There's nothing beyond that. I mean, once I have given birth for you, I have saved your life. I have done everything. I've done what nobody else can do. And like you said, which I said, the baby, because it's a mentality thing, because some women actually believe that as I just gave birth for you see the way they say it, I gave birth for you. It's different from buying somebody a car. It's different from buying someone a phone. You see, both of you co-own the child. And the same women that are saying this thing, I gave birth for you, if they have a problem, they will struggle for what? Custody. You see now, you said you gave birth for your husband, but when there's an issue, you will wrestle the child. Why didn't you give him since you gave birth for him? This is all now. You will wrestle. You will say, no, the child must stay with me. Why don't you give the owner since you gave birth for him? You can you see we smell some level of selfishness? If you say you give birth for your husband, why are you insisting in custody? Let him take the child now. Let him take the child since you gave birth for him. Right? So if he says the child should sleep, why are you saying the child should not sleep? If he's saying the child should go to his mother's house, why are you saying no? Since you gave birth for him. So you see that we are being economical with the truth. We're not being truthful. Thank you, Alex. I gave birth for you, but it's my own.
I mean, it's a surrogate mindset. It's a surrogate mindset, and it's not right, especially when you know very well that. Like, did you not also want to? Did you not also go into that union to want children? Didn't you also go into that union?
Exactly.
Mom, right? Just the way I made you a father, he also made you a mother, right? Also made you a mother. I gave birth for you. I do understand the life changing events of pregnancy and childbearing.
Mm.
But I also think that a lot of women underestimate how responsible men feel about their wives in in that phase. So they feel as though, yes, he can never be in your shoes, he can never have been pregnant, he can never have, you know, gone through childbirth. But a lot of women also underestimate the emotional, load, right?
Let me ask you a question. Which do you think is easier? Like say, I said today is going to be hot. So I'm going to ask every question that may sound controversial. Which is easier, being a responsible wife or being a responsible husband?
Which is easier.
Now I'm asking you, which do you think is easier? Responsible wife includes responsible mother. Which do you think is easier? Which do you think? You may be wrong. Which do you think? Because there are no
There are no wrong answers.
there are no wrong answers, and there's nothing we can say we can measure. But that's why I said you. What do you think?
I don't think there's a basis of comparison. I think they equally have their.
No, yes, there's a basis. Why is there a basis? We shy away from a lot of questions, and because we don't hit certain things on certain nails on the head, we keep a lot of things hanging, especially for us that are Christians, and we leave many matters unanswered in the heart of many people. So how I got to know is when I started counseling some persons, I discovered that many of us God's people, we as pastors, we have not been sincere. You see, imagine someone telling you that, well, my I was not told that um, my husband's word is final, and I'm like, so what counseling did you go through? That's because some of us we want everybody to be happy. We want the women to be happy. We want the men to be happy. So we play to the gallery and present the word of God laced with emotions. Why am I saying this? The I'm not comparing like you said, but it's like because men don't cry out. It looks like the responsibility of a father is being minimized, and that's the current trend. as though 9 months. Do you know what it does to me? Do you know what it does to me? Do you know what it does? It's for the man. It's not monthly. It's till you die. The responsibility of the husband is till he dies. It's not monthly. We don't win. You know, we win a child and now you can sleep at night. We don't get to win you. We don't get to win you. You see that? We don't get to win you. Because when you overestimate your responsibility, you may begin to puncture another person's responsibility and regard it as minimal, right? So since you politically did not answer the question, congratulations to you. You are an official member of a political party, a social democratic party of Neraya.
Thank you
All
very
right. Okay. So now another question. We have to have this conversation. Okay. Childbirth, raising children, is it a limitation? Is it a limitation for the woman?
I'm trying to answer before you call me a social
I'm a-
democratic party now.
yeah, I want you to give real answers. Don't play to the gallery.
Well, let me answer the way I want to answer.
No, no, it's answer the way you want to answer. Like childbirth, raising a child, does it limit? Does it limit? Does it limit the woman, the mother, the wife? Does it put a limitation on her? And you know, when you're answering this question, you're also answering the question that it doesn't put a limitation on the husband, because it seems like, oh, giving birth, is limiting me, and it's not limiting the husband. So I'm asking you, is that the case? Does childbirth? Let's share this link. Or especially young. Most of us here, I believe, we're young. Invite your friends, your loved ones, your brothers or sisters. Let us have this conversation. Many families are suffering unnecessarily. So what's your take? Pregnancy, raising, rearing a child, does it limit the wife, the woman?
Well,
What are your thoughts?
well, it shouldn't, but if we bring it to realism, sometimes it does. And I'll explain to you why. It shouldn't, right? But in reality, sometimes it does. Why did I say so? Because some people do have it easy. Their physiology, their body, their makeup allow them to have it easy. By easy, I mean no complications. The no, it doesn't reduce the quality of their lives. They are surrounded with the kind of structure that allows them to be limitless. Well, that's not the reality for everybody. So, whether it poses a limitation or not, sorry, excuse me.
That is a life example of a limitation, right? Just like she's talking now and our baby is crying, and so she's asking, or she asked to be excused, right? So that's an example of a limitation. But I beg to differ that that's not an example of a limitation. Why? Because you should have made plans for the baby to be cared for within the period where you will be live. And thank God this is my wife, so that you don't say I'm not being empathic. Now that my wife and now my baby we did talk about, so you're not gonna say this guy is not empathic, that's my child. You see that, right? Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Did you hear what I said before you came back?
Empathic and it's his children. So yes, I heard what you said. You said you're talking about
You know, we're saying whether pregnancy, childcare limits a woman. As you're about to answer the question, Thunder started crying.
it's not
So I was telling those in the live session, and everybody was like, okay, some person rather say that's evidence, that's evidence. And then I said, no, that's not evidence. That is a show of
restoration.
poor preparation for this session.
Well, well, well. I heard everything that that you said. So I was saying that some people have the structure.
Star girl, welcome from the UK.
Some people do have the structure in place to ensure they are not limited. Sorry. But not everybody has that opportunity to have that structure in place to be limitless in that situation. You're right. So that's why I said it can be a limitation for some people, and it has the potential not to be a limitation. So preparation, putting structure in place, depending on also the person. If we're talking about a woman who needs to, who maybe times a particular program, and within the period has to deliver a baby, has to raise children, and decides that, let me put a pause to that. At that point, it becomes a thing of delayed gratification because she has to put a pause on something.
It's not delayed gratification. It's not. This is it. All right. Let me use ministers for example. Some ministers say things like this. You may have heard them. If not that I'm a pastor, I would have been in Shell. Who sent you? Go to Shell. That's the point. So you can't say, I know, I've never said it, and I could have been in Shell. Literally, right? So what is the business of the congregation if you decided not to go to the UK and to become a pastor? Why are you telling us as though I know what I've left to be here? You see, I know what I have left to be here. If you decided to have children, you decided to get married, why are you crying about the responsibilities that come with it?
I get your point. I get your point.
There's no law that says if you don't marry, you go to hell. There's no law that says if you don't get married, Jesus is going to drive you out of heaven. So when you decide to walk that path, there's the law that it comes with, right? And that is part of the makeup of the marital institution. So you are not doing you're not doing anybody a favor, not your child. So if you pause your career to take care of your child, let that sink. Your child. It is not a favor to your child. The child was in heaven and you sucked the child into this earth. Right? Some men also complain. I know what I'm sacrificing for you to be happy. She was on her own when you say, come be my wife. She was on her own. And you said, I want you to be my wife. Why are you making noise about it?
It's your cross.
It's a cross. So it's like you are in school, studying at night, mosquitoes, bed bugs, sleepless nights. That is what it takes to be a successful student. This is part of what it takes to be a mother. It's what it takes. So it's not a favor to your husband. No. It's not a favor to the child. I suffer to send you to school. What do you mean by you suffer to send me to school? I'm grateful, but isn't that your responsibility? That's your responsibility. You see, it shouldn't be something that you think you're doing somebody a favor. You know, as I'm paying my children's school fees, I'm doing my wife a favor. As I'm breastfeeding the child and not sleeping at night, I'm doing my husband a favor. As as I've added weight and I'm having fupa, and my skin is no more fair, it's now dark, it's because of my husband. When you get married, you have children. You knew it. You knew it. You did what they do to have children. And so that's the card. That's the card pregnancy has played you. We got to chin up and take the punches. Right? You got to call a spade a spade. You got to chin up. That's what comes with it. These are the challenges that come with it. Okay, you are in Abuja, I'm in Benin City. It's part of the challenges that come with ministry. Am I going to be looking at the congregation and frowning at them? I know that I'm eating Indomie now. I'm not eating biscuit and Coke because of you people. When you answer the call, you should have known what the call can do to you. And when you decided to marry a man of God, you should know what it's going to do to you. Is it because of the husband scientifically for...
It is because of the husband scientifically for having a stressful pregnancy. It's not.
Okay, listen. If let us say yes, is the kind of husband that gave you a stressful pregnancy, even if it's not proven. Let us say yes, that is the kind of the husband's seed that controls it. It is part of it. Because if you marry a wife that doesn't know how to cook ogbolo soup, you will not eat ogbolo soup.
You have to cook it yourself.
Yes, that is it. It's true. So you decided to marry him, and that's fine. We agree. So what should he do about it if it's the cause of your pregnancy stress? Is there something he was supposed to do that he didn't do? Was he supposed to wear Argentina jersey to make the pregnancy easy, and he wickedly refused to make it simple? Empathy, yes. Empathy is important. I'm not saying there are no mean people. But to the question, can childbirth put a limitation on parents? You are right. We cannot say a lot of men. We can say some men, because we have not measured every man, right?
Yeah.
So there's no data that says a lot of men, are not empathic. So does he put a limitation? You said something. You said yes, depends on some systems and XYZ that may not be in place and can put a limitation on you. I still do not agree.
Is it because of the word limitation?
Yes, I feel most of the limitations are self-inflicted.
How so?
By first of all refusing to accept that it's not a limitation.
So I think when you say limitation, okay, so this is how I think about it. When you say limitation, we've agreed that childbirth is not the only thing about a woman's life.
Hold on. Stargirl says the systems and structures should be provided by the husband. Why should it be provided by the husband? What system and structure is the wife providing for the husband to be a success in what he's doing? Let us be clear about one thing. The wife was made for the husband, not the other way around. We got to be clear. Now, if you notice it, I didn't say the woman. I said the wife. The husband was not me. You know, we're talking one day, and somebody made a comment. I ignored the comment. The person said, the man is also a helpmeet. And I'm like, this is crazy. The Bible doesn't call the man a helpmeet to the woman. Where are you guys reading these things from? Because we have a lot of emotional ministers of God who don't want to look people in the face and tell them the truth. Maybe it's because they're afraid people will not give their tithes and offering. I don't know what their problem is. The wife was made for the man. The Bible says the wife was made for the husband. The husband wasn't made for the wife. You see?
I think you could throw more light on that.
What light do you need?
Oh.
I will make for him a helpmeet, not I will make for her a helpmeet. Genesis. Categorically written. It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make for him a helpmeet that is comparable unto him. And the Lord brought the animals to the man to see what he would call. And there was still not found a helpmeet comparable to him. And the Lord caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And he took from his side a rib, and he made the rib unto a woman. And he brought the woman to the man, and the man said, this is the bone of my bone. I am not the bone of your bone. You are the bone of my bone. This is the bone of my bone. This is the flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. There was still not found a helpmeet. There was not found a helpmeet. There was not found a helpmeet comparable. There was not found. You see that? So what happens is, let me tell you something that happens in a lot of marriages. When the woman doesn't understand her responsibility and her role, the man changes. Let me tell you this. Now, people in the comment section, let us hit some nails on the head. Most men marry because they love the woman. A number of women marry for economic reasons.
Again, we've not done the statistics.
Why should a man marry before? What can the woman, what a man can conveniently survive without his wife? How many women are surviving without their husbands? How many men are rich? 78%, rather 83% of the world billionaires are men. Out of the 10 billionaire women in dollars, 9 inherited it from their late husbands or their fathers. Only one woman is a billionaire by herself among the first 10, and she's a co-billionaire with her husband. He owns 56 and she got 40. He owns 56 and she's got 44% in the company. There is no top billionaire woman who has over $20 billion on her own. Statistics. Not one. The person I just talked about, she's an Italian. Google it. And you say how many men are rich? How many men are rich? How many men are rich? You should be asking how many women are rich. Most men are rich. Most men are rich. I just gave you the statistics. The top 10 richest women in the world, 9 of them got it from their husbands or their papas, family inheritance. The only one person co-owns with her husband, I'm trying to remember his name now, is an Italian. And she's his assistant. But they build the company together. Most men are loaded. Do you know the distance between the richest man in Nigeria and the richest woman in Nigeria? The richest woman, is she not about 5 billion or less? Dangote is not about 40 billion? Most men are rich, my sister, compared to women. So a lot of women go into marriage for economic reasons. How many women that drives a Range Rover will marry a man who is a teacher, who is earning 100,000? But you see men marrying women that are jobless, businessless, educationless. How many of you here would marry a man who earns 70,000 if you earn 7 million? Talk to me. How many women who own a Range Rover Sport, a Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG Brabus, will drive and see a guy, tall and handsome, and say, what do you do? And he says, nothing really, I'm just getting by, I'm a freelancer, I earn 150 a month. And she says, I love you, boo-boo.
Oh dear.
How many women are going to say, I love you, boo-boo, come and marry me? And somebody said, no woman is jobless. These are the issues.
Are we going to talk? Are we going to...
Vicky says no woman is jobless. I understand what you mean by no woman is jobless. But men are jobless. Okay, being a woman is a job. Right? I guess your circle is a job. Is that what you are trying to explain? No woman is jobless. No woman is jobless. So being a woman is a job. Huh?
Oh God.
We are not seeing your video. No, we because men don't talk, men are just quiet, we just chill, If we were to divide this world into two and have a world of women and a world of men, what will happen to what will happen? What will happen? How many women are engineers? How many women have you seen on the scaffold? Talk to me. How many women have you seen in a rig? How many women have you seen doing underwater drilling? Talk to me. How many women have you seen doing underwater drilling? How many women are posted to the front lines of Iraq and Iran and Afghanistan? To the front lines and stayed there for 3 months and 4 months and 6 months? How many women have headed the Navy SEAL? How many? How many women are apostles? Europe has had equal opportunities for men and women. Do we have more female doctors? No. America has had equal opportunities for men and women for over a century. Do we have more female astronauts? No. More female pilots? No. Do we have more women? Yes. Do we have more female gynecologists? No. Gynecologists? No. Do we have more female pediatricians? No. Not in Europe, not in America, not in India, not in China. The best cook or the best chef in the world are still men. Is there a debate? Not at all. It's the responsibility, the way that God built it. And men are not comparing. Men are not trying to say, I know what I'm doing. They're not. Men are not camping on their fatherly responsibility, husband responsibility, and trying to over maximize it. No, we're just playing our thing, doing our thing. Now, when you say men have nothing dragging them back, huh? When we are in school, the number of first class graduates are still boys. What is dragging the women from outnumbering the guys in first class in the university? You said something is dragging them back. What is dragging you in university? Google the number of first class graduates, Unilag, last year, men and female. What is dragging you in university? If you say something is dragging you back, what is dragging the women back is the thought that childbirth is dragging them back. That is the thing that is dragging the women back. You see, the man will say to the child, shut up, I'm walking. Keep your mouth shut, I am walking. The woman will say, keep your mouth shut. The child starts to cry. She picks the child. Who is limiting you? Your emotions, not your responsibility. Your emotions. It's not your, it's your the man will say, shut up, I am working. And the child continues to cry. And he can spank the child. The woman will tolerate it and later say it's childbirth. It's you being emotional, not childbirth. Oh, my child has been in school since 12 o'clock. I want to go pick him. The man keeps the child there till 4. Who do you blame? It's your emotions. Eckhart, have you not noticed? Most of the successful women in this world, they act more like men than women.
That's true.
Do you know that? Even you are not very in touch with your feminine side. Most of the successful women in this world act more like men than women. More rational than emotional. Yeah. Way, way more rational. And this is not a debate men against women, boys against girls. No, it is a matter of responsibility. You see, men have responsibility, women have responsibility, the husband has responsibility. Everybody should chest their responsibility, glory in their responsibility, and be excited about the role that God has given you by birth. You see? Now, are there exceptions and anyhow men? Yes. Are there anyhow women? Emphatically, yes. But the problem is not with the gender. The problem is with the individual. You see? Yes, and you say, yes, some emotions are linked to childbirth. You're right. All right? You're right. However, emotions should be controlled and can be controlled. Just the same way some men get worked up because their wife is asking them for money for food, money for house rent. Every time money, they are worked up. Oga, did she eat the money? Did she chew it? You can see the money in the fridge, represented as soup and stew. You can see the money in the baby's body, represented as shoes and dresses. You can see the money in the parlor, represented as television and cable TV subscription. You can see the money in the car, represented as fuel. Why are you shouting? Now, does that mean that making money doesn't come with stress? It comes with stress. Does that mean you didn't sweat to make the money? Oh, God, you did stress to make the money. But should you be shouting, making so much noise about it? You decided to get married. You decided to have a child. So you're going to buy a diaper. So stop crying when the diaper is finished. Did your wife eat the diaper? Should she wash the diaper and rewear it again and reuse it again? No. Right? You see? It is. So sometimes, and the way God made us is not our limitation. I just believe that the imbalance in society is complicating the the family structure. You see, it's complicating the family structure, the societal imbalance. And if we don't bring back the balance, maybe in the next 50, 60 years, many people will not be subscribing to marriage anymore. Many are not right now. We're literally forcing, begging, compelling people to go and get married. A lot of people are not subscribing anymore because of the restructuring that we are doing that is not helping marriages. So if we're going to be successful at it, I believe we should play by God's book. Where's your video, Eckhart? Where did you go to?
I'm being limited.
You're what?
I'm being limited.
Oh, you are. And it's a choice. This your limitation is a choice. It's a, if you were in a work trip, what would you have done? Number two, if you were chairing this meeting, what would you have done? Because I'm chairing the meeting, that's why you can go off. So it's not a limitation, it's a choice. Right?
Correct.
No, marriage should not be removed. It's not draining. My own is not draining. My own is exciting.
Vicky hasn't come to that.
My marriage is exciting. It's the players.
Vicky.
You watch Argentina and Spain, you see how boring Argentina played. Spain played good football. So it's the players. It's not the ball. So this ball is not moving. This ball is not moving. It's moving. You're not kicking it. There's a way to kick the marriage, my sister. It's very interesting. Because we have refused to subscribe to the God-given structure. You see, that's why we refuse to subscribe to the God-given structure. Right? That's the problem we have. Marriage exciting. It's just that bad things are allowed. So we get to hear more of the breakups. Because good things, people conceive good things. I don't want to say anything though before winch will fly and perch on my marriage. So everybody hide. Many people are many people are flexing their marriages.
And the funny thing is that most of them are not saying anything. Most of them
They are not saying anything.
they keep it. They don't announce it. They just they just keep it.
Maybe listen, let's just say the truth. The traditional structure of marriage remains the best system. Like I'm trying to remember this minister of God's name. So we have cultural marriage, we have foreign marriage, and we have kingdom marriage. Yeah, Vicky says men are the one enjoying it more. Okay, Vicky, can I bring you live? Are you ready to talk? You see what my wife just said. She says a lie. Men are enjoying marriage more. Okay, Vicky, let's go. What are you married? What is a man enjoying in the marriage? Talk to me, Vicky. Are you ready to come live? Ready to come live? Send me the link. If you're not ready to come live, let's talk. What is the man enjoying? Okay, Vicky is happily married. Okay, good, Vicky. Nice one. And that's what I'm asking. I'm asking. I'm not saying she's not. I said, Vicky, are you married? I did not say you are not married. I'm not clicking on the profile. Maybe I know this Vicky. So, Vicky, if you are coming live, if your husband is there, two of you should come live. Let me ask him if you are not the one enjoying this marriage more than him. And I know you are enjoying your marriage more than your husband.
I think that you know what? I think that right, like you said, women are very emotional beings, right? And what that means is that when you have some level of discomfort, you would amplify it.
Where is Star Girl? Star Girl, come here. You cannot go today. You must come to this life.
Let me tell you something that happened over the weekend, right? Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
So you know that we have not been home for some days, right?
Yeah.
So as I got home, and it like coincided with when you traveled. So as I got home, as I entered the house after like arranging stuff, the light went off, and I was like, "What happened to the light?" Change to the inverter. Check. Why is the light off? Say the unit is finished. Okay. Entered this before you know it. Oh, the gas is finished. Oh, this, and I'm like, no, no, no. I don't want to be hearing bills. No. And then I just let imagine. So this can be the constant conversation in a man's that is the provider, right? Imagine. So I'm like, so all of us, like I told you when we moved into, we started staying over here, and I think a month after I said, no, 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 you are trying, no, you are trying. Whether the fact that there is constant need, right, that are unending. You can't stop the needs from coming. You can't stop the responsibility from coming. It just keeps coming, and then there's one person who is saddled with that responsibility of just of just hearing that constant, I want, I need, give me that, give me this. And what you are supposed to do is just to, wait and receive. You don't
And we are
care.
happy about it.
Not everybody is happy about it, but a lot of good men are really to be celebrated. They
Yeah,
are.
clap for me now.
Yes, I clap for you. I clap for you because it reminds me of while we were growing up. We wake up in the morning and we are done dressing for school. We'll go to my father's room. We'll go to my father's room and knock. Yes, Dad, we are ready for school. Okay. Our teachers said we should bring so and so amount for this, and he says, "Is my house a bank? Why keep money in my room? How do you expect me to get it now?" And almost, there's always something. The man is coming from work. You say, buy bread. You don't even know if, the money is there to buy bread. Before you know it, you are cooking. You say gas is finished. Oh, the spare gas is there. Oh, this. Yours is to use the resources. You don't really care wherever that resources is coming from. Yours is to use the resources, right? And that can be a lot of mental load.
Like you now, you can be driving to the fuel station and say you are going to buy fuel. I should send the money on your way there now.
Yes. Please,
As though you gave me money. As though you gave me money to keep.
exactly. Like buy fuel. Like Alpha, babe, I want to buy fuel.
Eh.
Tomorrow, I want to buy fuel. Where did you go between yesterday and today? So it is really, I was discussing with somebody, with a dear person, yesterday, and she was just telling me how much, oh, she's thinking about the future of her children, and she's trying to save, calculating how much she needs to be earning to be able to, save for the children to have the kind of life she's envisaging. Now I'm looking at her and said, most of these conversations you are having, this thing is it's mental load already. This is mostly, fathers, husbands, bearing responsibility. But there are some women who are like that. Do you understand? It doesn't say that the husband is not bearing that responsibility, but there are some women who are just built like that. And I said, this is a lot of mental load. Now imagine that's what is happening every single day. Now you can say, oh, I carry the child, children might, but there is the husband there who is wondering, is she able to bear this pain? Is she able to come out of that place? What if she doesn't make it after this particular, do you know that there is the whole mental.
And it's true. I also think that to be fair on the women, I actually think that some women have only met anyhow people,
Yes.
and good people don't talk. Okay, for example, now, if I was not a pastor, you will not know anything about me. I will be enjoying my life. I will never say anything. You will just see me sharing my pastor's post messages. You will not see me. You will not see my children online. You will not see anything. But I'll be having a good life with my wife. So a lot of times we generalize. You see, but there are good men as there are good women out there.
That's very true. That's very true. That's really very true. So I think the thing is this. There's something Stargirl said at the beginning of this life, and it is a fact that people never really estimate close enough the impact of fathering or mothering or wifing or husband, if you let me add. And that is where the crisis comes from. That the first real life, you never have a simulation to work with before you don't have a simulation of
Yeah, that's what that girl said. Like, you cannot be
close to estimating.
you you cannot be fully prepared.
Exactly.
There are eventualities that would hit you.
Yes.
For example, you may think you are going to do the vaginal delivery and you end up doing a CS.
Exactly. And then
You may be forming Hebrew woman until you turn to Egyptian woman. And then they tear you up, and you don't prepare to take a tear.
Yes.
And then you may even sometimes do a vaginal delivery and you have a very big tear,
And you have to go back in.
and then they will stitch it, and some doctors or nurses from hell will not stitch it well. It will open again. They don't give you the right antibiotics. There's now pus, there's infection.
They don't tell you that it will look somehow at the end of childbirth. That it will not be as bad as it was before.
They call it bikini. They say bikini tear. Which kind of bikini tear? To spoil your fine girl for you.
Not ready to hear. You've not heard that. Many people they don't know that. Oh, okay. This flat tummy that I'm wearing crop top with and standing and snapping picture every time. Very soon it will be peplon I'll be wearing.
Yeah.
People are not prepared.
Yeah.
Not prepared. And then you have social media, who a lot of people are buried in, and
with incomplete information.
Talking of snapback.
Some people hide their pain.
Yes.
They hide the process and show you the outcome.
Exactly.
And then you'll be carried away with the outcome, not knowing what they have gone through, that they have gone through hell.
Yes. So a lot of people are not able to come close to the estimation of the reality you are going to face. Right? Then a lot of women grow up in multiple sibling home. You wake up one day, you are married, you are the one who has to cook, and you're asking yourself, are there not two adults in this house? Are there not two adults in this house? Why can't he cook in the morning and cook in the evening? Why can't he cook in the afternoon? Do you understand? You just wake up for example, I was born in a 7 sibling home. Cooking was shared chores were shared.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have to cook every day. I didn't have to cook 3 times a day. In short, maybe I cooked once a week or 2 times a week because I had we were 6 girls and a boy. The whole house was shared every morning for who swept.
Yeah.
I didn't have to sweep the whole house. One person swept the kitchen, one person swept this room. But maybe the portion I had to sweep at the end of the day was maybe a room, right? Then you wait.
Hold on there. Let me pull your legs. You see what you are saying? You see what you are saying? Men don't say it. I was in my father's house and I didn't have to pay rent. I was in my father's house, I didn't have to buy rice. I just woke up, started paying your rent, started fueling your car. But do men say this thing? My brothers, do we say this thing?
It's our car.
Did I not just wake up and started paying your bills?
Yes.
Now I pay 2 house rent. I was not buying clothes for my brother. Oh. I'm buying clothes for you. I was not buying wig for my mother. I'm buying wig for you.
I'm telling you that a lot.
I just woke up and I started billing. I hereby take Emmanuel Ereku as my husband. Debit, 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 debit. Did they prepare me for this one?
Stop it.
Why am I not complaining? Why am I not saying, hey, I'm shocked too, I'm shocked too, I'm shocked too, I'm shocked too? Why is they shock you? Why is cooking 3 times a day shocking you? And me buying gas is not shocking me. Why is buying fuel not shocking me, but cooking is shocking you? Shocker, shocker.
And school fees.
Why is school fees not shocking me? Was I paying my brother's school fees?
This is hilarious.
Why is flight ticket not shocking me? Was I buying flight ticket for my father?
You know the way I hate debit alert. I hate it, eh? God.
No, as women are always shouting, I just woke up, I started cooking 3 times. I started cooking. Was I pay for food in my father's house? Was I feeding my mother? How did I learn how to feed my wife? I just switched. As I say I do, I receive grace. Beam. Debit. I dey chest down. Why is pounding yam your problem? Pound yam. Yes, so why if they debit too? Yes, now why not?
No. We are not saying the wife does not debit. No, that's not the case, right?
Is it true that women people can whine us?
Yes. We agree.
But it's lovely. Oh. You see, that's what makes that's the beautiful thing of a woman. A woman should not be strong. Some women are too strong, too okokoroko. Like a woman should whine. A woman should do baby girl. A woman should be annoying.
Stop it.
No, it's nice. A woman should be annoying. It's normal. Some women are too strong. They be like man. They cannot cry. They cannot vex. They cannot complain. Woman should cry.
By whining.
Like when I travel now, your eye will be teary. You'll be teary. That day you were crying in the airport. Not as your husband is traveling, say, bye, see you later. But no, you should be crying.
Oh, please. I beg. Even as it is now, it's like you will come back again.
Yeah, labor pain, right? No, that you cannot share you cannot share pain. You cannot share pain. No, you cannot share pain. Is the truth. You cannot share anybody's pain.
So that's it. I'm just saying that a lot of us, we need to wake up more quickly to reality. Accept the responsibilities come with our realities. And the things that we are complaining about, that a lot of people complain about at the initial phases, you will grow into that point where structures will always be there. You can grow into that point, but in your current experience, you know what? You have to
Sorry if
Huh?
you don't mind. I just saw a comment of some numbers. Can anybody? What was going on that time? I think I saw Stargate asking somebody why the numbers. So I went up and I saw some numbers. What's going on? Was there a did somebody share a number to reach me or something? I didn't share my number online. No. I don't know. I just saw some numbers. I don't know what happened before those numbers came up. That is sure not my number. Please go on.
So yeah. So that's it. Everybody has to be
Okay.
prepared. Everybody has to be prepared for their role, for their part. You know, prepared for their part. That's
BOTK says marriage is more work than butterflies.
well.
Marriage is pleasurable work.
Yes. Right. Yes. If
Okay, let me tell you something. Marry who you love. You see this girl, I really love her. Now let me explain. I was in Abuja on Sunday and came in from Lagos, right? Surprised them, you know. So walked into the house, they were all surprised. It was looking hot that day. So it was looking fine for a 10 p.m. I was very happy. It's like your spirit was telling you something. Now this is it. Few days before that, I want to listen to what I want to say. Why I say you must marry who you love. It makes life easy. It's pleasurable work. So I had um, today was the first time my wife went to a mechanic.
well, clock it. Mm.
Hold on. So I had asked my daddy's driver to help me fix the car. So they fixed it, and few days later, she said, "I'm hearing something. I'm hearing something." Before that, the day they fixed the car, they brought the car to her. The next day, I said, "Take this car for a drive," because I understand that when you go to the mechanics, sometimes they may not fix it satisfactorily. She said, "I'm coming. I'm working." I'm like, "You're in an estate. Just drive it around and confirm." The day one passed. She didn't test the car. Day two, I had to ring the bell again. How far? Go and try this car. She eventually said it was okay. 4 days later, I said, there's a sound I've been hearing since, oh, and I hate hearing anything sound in a car. And I said, but you should have said it now. I would have taken the car back to the mechanic. I go to Abuja. Next day, I drove the car. I heard the sound. I was like, no, 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 no. This doesn't make any kind of sense. I'm going to go fix it. Now, we had planned to spend Friday together. I'm returning on Saturday now. We have planned to spend Friday together. All right. Now I discovered this trouble. All right. Before that, now I'm thinking I'm traveling on Saturday. I have to go and fix this car for you, so that you will not be stressed. So I go 3 different locations just to ensure that she's okay and happy. The car that she's driving, So I go out, then I return in the night. I had to go and buy. They were crying for burger. I had to drive about 25 minutes again, 25 minutes to go and look for burger. I come home. The children, "Oh, daddy, daddy, welcome, daddy, welcome." Now I look at her face. She's not smiling. Look at the camera. I'm exposing you here now. I looked at her face. She's not smiling. Because we're supposed to have spent the whole day together. But I went to spend the whole day in the mechanic. Then I noticed her mood. Then I'm like, what? Do you realize that if I spend this Friday with you, you will spend the whole Saturday with mechanic? Do you realize what I've done for you? And then I'm like, you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be saying thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But as a big boy now, she's my baby. Pastor Chris said, treat your wife like your first daughter. I just ignored my big baby. Then the next day, we're supposed to fix it properly now, which is the day I'm traveling. So they couldn't get the parts ready, right? So today they fixed it. She drove to the mechanic for the first time herself today, went back home, they fixed it. She took it for a test drive. This was the first time in your life that a mechanic entered your car, right? How did you feel about that kind of work you did today?
I was not very happy.
You're not very happy, right?
But then
You're not happy.
I was
And that's
appreciative.
nothing. You know, you did not stay there. You just parked the car, left, came back, entered the car, did a test drive. That was all that you're not happy about. Eh?
Yeah.
But you see the difference between us. You were like, listen, just be around. You are going to travel, so let's spend time together. But me, I'm thinking, listen, I'm traveling tomorrow. When I travel, you need this car. You are going to be stressed. I know mechanics are how annoying they can be. Let me fix this thing for you. So I'm thinking about long-term, real comfort, not just mushy mushy on Friday. Mwah, 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 like, let me. Can you see the way a man thinks and a woman thinks? And it is beautiful. But you see, when you did not give me a smile when I returned, it could have changed the entire atmosphere. I'm making a point. But I just looked at it and said, I understand that she would have preferred being together, but I know what you truly want. Not just what you like. Because I love you, I ignored that reaction. Mind you, I spoke about it. I said, well, are you frowning? I'm like, are you frowning? He said, no, I'm not frowning. I said, I know you. You're not happy. We're supposed to spend the time together now. I said, but I went to the mechanic. Like, it's not like I went to somewhere and was jumping up and down. I was working for you. But because I love you, I ignored your tantrum. I said that to say this. Marry who really loves you. Whenever you make a mistake of any sort, whether it's a simple mistake, a complex mistake, one or two other things, because of the love they have for you, it will not be a big deal. So this competition that we're having these days, this who is working more, who is sacrificing more, you see, all of that will not be there when you are really crazy about the person that you love.
Yeah.
You see, will not be there. Now, when we're there, I asked her, what are you still doing there? Take the car. She says, they've not given me the key. I said, why? She said, they're waiting to confirm the payment. Immediately, she was not even done talking when I called her and I called the manager. Are you holding my car? She said, no, I'm holding your car. Let my wife leave that place now. That is the kind of comfort the love the husband has for his wife. So, the truth is, we should accept our responsibilities and truly love the person you have married. Right? Let's love the person we have married. Can we see him? Let us forget about what the world is saying. Right? Let us forget about what the world is saying. Am I still live?
You are. We can hear you.
Okay. Let us forget about what the world is saying. Let us forget about the negative stories that are out there. And let us marry the person that is before us. Some of us are holding back because we are anticipating, if I'm all loving, if I'm all sacrificing, what if this man treats me like this? What if this woman treats me like that? Let's let go. Let's take the leash and just release ourselves into loving our wives, loving our husbands, respecting them, honoring them, serving them. And let us also realize that it is very possible that we could be wrong about certain things. We could be wrong about our persuasions. We could be wrong about what we think. If your thoughts are not consistent with the word of God, you are wrong. Yes, if your thoughts are not consistent with the word of God, you're wrong. Your thoughts must be consistent with the word of God for you to know what is right. You see that? So what is right is not what feels right. What is correct is not what you think to be correct. Then one thing I think will help us a lot, I said it in passing, let me repeat it again. The man that is before you, the woman that is before you, that is your man, that is your woman. Forget about how good or how not good any other person is out there. Forget about the global perception about men. Forget about the global perception about women. Peter gave, in my opinion, the best advice for marriages. He said, live together with understanding. You see that? Live together with understanding. Let us look at the person. Now, some of you said some things. You said, I think Star Girl said to, I think Vicky, that it is very true that some of us have different levels of support system. Oh, good. And even your body type. For you now, when you're having your circle, you are never in pain. You see that? So, let us say our son gets to know that you are never in pain. Then when he gets married, his wife is having a circle and she's all moody, all cranky. And then he goes, what's going on? And she says, I'm in my circle. And then he remembers that his mom never does this. So you got to say, why? What's your problem? Say, I'm in my circle now. So what do you mean by you are in your circle? Why is your own different? My mom, my sisters.
Not my son, sir. You will be educated.
Huh?
Not my son. You will be educated.
Yes. Not our son. No, even some educated people.
No, educated on the subject.
Yeah, on the subject.
Yeah.
You see that? So you cannot feel like your experience growing up may not be your experience in marriage. Because your experience growing up could be overtly perfect or very imperfect. Like some women now, they don't know how to ask for help from their husbands. Before you know it, they've carried hammer and nail. They want to nail something. They are struggling with gens. Women know how to repair generator. They know how to fix tire. They know how to kill snake. They cannot say, honey, see snake, oh, no, it's honey, I've killed the snake. Come and see the big snake I killed. And the man is like, why did you call me now? It's snake. We say, forget that thing, wait till be snake. In a snake and a salt when that's not fiki. And when you see the snake, it's not even small green snake on that green grass. Better heavy snake. How did you kill it? Are you stick now? I was using stone. The stone was not working, so I carried a stick and got close to it. Hey. She will draw gen, the rope will cut. She will open the gen, fix the rope, and so you get what I'm saying? So there are people, there are men like that too. They will not tell you, give me food. Before you know it, they have finished cooking the food. Before you know, everything a woman should do, they have done it. You wake up, your baby stomach is full. What happened? And you are sleeping now, so I'm giving him food. He has eaten the food. He ate? Yeah, he has eaten. What did you eat? What did you give him? Baby food now. Baby food. Are you asking him? Okay, how many spoons of baby food? How many spoons of milk? He said, what kind of question is that one? I beg, leave this place. And you are now suspecting. Hope he did not give my child that boo. What is going on here? And then the next time she's watching him, and he's even doing it better than her. Then you remember that it was 11 years when the parents had their second child, and he has had 4. When he arranged diaper for you, when you finish the diaper and we put all the cream on your baby, you'll be wondering, are you sure who is this in this body? Identify yourself. Who is in this body? Who are you in this body? Confess. Are you a man in this body, or you are a woman hiding in this body? Who are you? So sometimes there's that. That's why I say there is the extremely wonderful, extremely amazing, and then sometimes it's not so. What should we all do? What I have ordered, what I have gotten, now let us start building. Papugo Pro Max, let us start building. And then there are still some men, they can't carry baby. Problem. Help me hold this baby. Before you know it, the baby are falling down. Boom. I told you to look. I don't know that baby used to roll now. What do you mean by I don't know that baby used to roll? So everybody should be understanding each other. You see that? There's some men that don't know how to cook. Everybody does not need to know. Just make sure that when people come to your house, they should not eat. They should only drink and eat chicken and get out. Don't give them food. Wife doesn't know how to cook. Don't give anybody food. Eat biscuits, eat granite, eat snacks, and go back home. Don't eat food. Let the family be enjoying the wonderful. Yes, now you want your. If your wife cannot cook, don't worry. Nobody should eat in your house. You will eat suya. Suya will come out of your nose. Yes. When your mother comes, your mother will eat suya and run away. Say, is it only suya people eat? Yes, so we don't. I don't. You tell your mother, no, mommy, soup. No, I don't like soup. Her mother is like, Junior, you don't like soup? No. But you don't need to play with soup those days. No, mommy, all things have passed away. No. I like bread. Mommy, bread and salad is the best, oh. Your mom will run away from the house, then you will continue eating your funny soup. That is marriage. You see that? Your husband struggles with caring for children. When your mother is asking, does your husband not help you? No, mommy, he helps, but I beg you, I don't want him to, there's some things working, I don't want him to come out with this strong hand. I want my baby to be soft and tender. I don't want his strong hand to come and be pressing my baby. My mom is like, what do you mean? He's not his father. Meanwhile, you know, the carry baby. That is what love. I told you, one of the hallmarks of adulthood is what? Righteous hypocrisy. Yes. If you don't know how to be a hypocrite and a pretender, you're not ready for marriage. Marriage is played by pretenders. Yes. It's not everything you must tell everybody. Oh, your husband is like this, right? No. There are some suffering you suffer alone. Nobody was there. It's the truth. You suffer in silence while both of you are working on it. You cover the person's glory. Somebody other day called his mother, Mommy, I don't understand where my wife is cooking. Oga, you are on diaper. I don't cover anybody. No, you must learn to cover. Didn't God cover Adam and Eve? Didn't God cover Adam and Eve?
But this thing we are calling suffer. Is that, yeah.
We must cover. We must cover each other. You know the cover. I know you are joking. But when I mean cover, I didn't say everything. Neither am I saying we should cover and leave it. I'm saying while we are working on it, we should not publicize. Except we are looking for a solution. And then we should know, if I report my husband to my mom will mess this thing up. Oh, you see? No, you're not going to die in silence. You're going to speak up, but you know when to speak and whom to speak to. That's it. You know when, whom to speak to, and what you are looking for exactly. Because there are some persons that don't mind you walking out of your marriage, even when it's salvageable. You have to speak to happy people. You can't speak to me about your marriage and from there you are thinking of going to destroy your marriage. No, you'll be thinking of how to make it work, how to give each other another opportunity. Happy people transfer happiness. Eckhart, what do you think?
I think absolutely. And while you were talking, I think what came to my mind is marriage counseling that needs to be periodic.
Yeah.
Not just periodic, but done together, not by one party. That's why we continue to encourage people that like programs like this with your spouses, with people that you are dating. Let it be a talking point. Let there be times for review. And then you are reviewing with people, like you said, happy people, not people that will encourage you to do the opposite of what you ought to be doing, right? So everybody is a work in progress. That is absolute truth. And some things you call perfection, some things here you call perfection, are actually people who have tried to work a lot of things over the years. I was telling some people in the house some days back about a particular food that I was cooking when we just got married.
Yeah.
Anybody come to this house, don't cook this food again. This is your what do you call it? This is your Achilles heel. Don't cook this food again.
Sarah Tandor, welcome.
You're welcome. So you said don't cook this food again, but never, not one day did you ever, say it outside the both of us, right? Not one day. What did I do with that information? I went on YouTube. I went to learn how to cook that meal. And then when I started cooking it again in the house, you were like, what happened? Right? Where did you go? Do you understand? So we are saying that marriage is two people ensuring that they continue to make that marriage a happy place for both persons.
Welcome, Sarah. Yeah.
Continue to make that place a happy place for both persons. And that would include giving your spouses grace. And that grace giving your spouse is not you announcing their weaknesses. Some people, especially the fact, and this goes both ways, both male and female, right? Once a group of friends gather, the next thing is how to talk about, what your spouse is. That's just the talk point. Before you were married, what was the talk points?
Good, true.
Zones before you got married. Don't let anybody deceive you. Some people you are talking to actually don't want you happy in your home.
And they could be friends.
They are looking forward to hearing that, oh, it's not working, oh, you are out of love, oh, they are looking forward to hearing that. So thank God it's not only me, oh, thank God, oh, people are really know, oh, thank God, marriage is really a scam. So there is no people walk towards perfection, right? People walk towards perfection. So like you have said, look at what you have in your hand. Look at the husband you have. Look at the wife you have.
True.
And then continue to fine-tune yourselves to make your home and your union something that continues to give you joy. And for that to happen, you can set up weekly reviews. Some people, since they got married, if not updated their knowledge about themselves. They've not updated their knowledge about, marriage is like practical.
Strong point.
Marriage is like practical. When you were single, you'll be reading marital books. You go to the church, pastor will say, wives submit. Pastor would say, husbands love, wives submit. You say, yes, sir, yes, sir. Word, word. The day you say, I do, you get home, and then you are now to practicalize what you have learned. And practice is what makes perfect, right? Practice is what makes good. So you have to realize that when you now have such situations that are deviations from what is normal, then both of you will now come back to the drawing board and say, okay, you you practice. Where did we get it wrong? How do we do it next time? You just give a scenario. You give a scenario about the both of us. That would happen in some homes, and the husband will escalate it to the point that by the time they are separating to the next day, the union is worse than when they were together that 1 week. Do you get my point? Work together except they agree. Two people cannot quarrel except one agrees, except the two of them agree, right? So in the bit to practice what you have been learning, you have to have review points. Okay, this thing now I did it wrongly this time around. Oh,
True.
like the person you're talking about now that is falling baby. Okay, this time you're falling baby. While you are not announcing it, the person is actually, babe, that's not how to, next time this is how you do it. The person is learning. Other people you are learning, you are fine-tuning yourselves, you are giving yourself graces. So pastor is not saying, oh, suffering is learning. I don't think it's suffering, it's learning. We started this conversation by saying that some of these things are responsibilities, they are not limitations, they are not right. It's a learning process. You are learning yourselves. And awaken to it, awaken to that responsibility of learning yourselves, learning your responsibility and sitting into it. Why do you think work people pay more, right, for people with more experience? Because people come into a job as rookies, and then if you manage people on jobs, you'll find out that people who have experiences are easier to manage. Why? Because it's not because you taught them, it's because the field taught them. The job is hands-on taught them. School them for that role, but school did not give them the opportunity to hands-on. So when you so when you get into marriage, then you start to, somebody said marriage is the only institution that you are given a certificate before you even start.
Yeah, true. That's solid.
So if you know that your pastor is solid on, if you know your pastor is pro-marriage, yes, speak to your pastor. If your parents are pro-marriage, there are some parents that are not pro-marriage. Once the wife just says,
I was counseling with one.
pack your things.
I was counseling with one
That woman.
who facilitated her daughter to leave the husband's house.
Yes.
There was no violence, so no physical violence. Simon Lucky, welcome. How are you doing? Are you just coming in? You're late if you're coming in, but you still have something to catch up on. God bless you, sir. So there was no physical violence, there was no verbal violence, there was no infidelity. You see, what was the issue? Say the man is controlling, taking care of his family, and open a big business for his wife. So sometimes we must, let's call it spade a spade. Sometimes some of us had bad parents. No, in everybody's mind, everybody's parent is good. It's not true. Some older ones are bad influences. Some mothers encourage their sons to continue cheating.
Don't allow her know that she's the only one.
Yes. If a woman thinks that you are not sleeping outside, she will not respect you. She will not behave herself. And when that kind of counsel is coming from a woman, and your mother, you'll be okay. You see that? So we must be careful we seek counsel from. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. And like you have said, we are not saying that there are people who are you've said it. There are people in the scale of responsible men or responsible women, responsible husbands or wives. They either fall way above the average or way below the average or just on the average, right? But however the case may be, if both parties should give themselves to learning. That's it. That's the summary of it.
Yeah. All right, quickly, because of our time, let's go into the last subject for today: boundaries. Boundaries in marriages, boundaries in relationships. The lack of boundaries or the blur boundaries that exist today is becoming a major challenge for relationships. All right. I still have people debating this matter. You know, some men will come to my DM and say they don't agree with my thoughts on cut off from your ex or cut off with your ex. They don't agree with what my thoughts are. You see, so we need to hit the nail on the head concerning boundaries in marriages, boundaries in relationships. Should there not be boundaries? What sort of boundaries should exist? How thick should the lines be, or how blurred should the lines be in marriages and relationships? Should there not be boundaries in relationships? Should people still have close relationships, contact, phone calls, text messages, with their exes? Some persons even go on dates with their exes. I mean, it's crazy. I'm not talking about an ex that both of you are just apart. You are not seeing anybody else. You have moved on, so to speak, but you still spend some time in calls, text messages, all of those things. I believe that if you have not moved on, you should not get involved in a relationship. If you know that you have not erased that person from your heart, that person's footprint from your mind or your heart, significantly so, you should not get involved. We should be matured enough to let go of the past and embrace the future. Otherwise, we cannot succeed in our relationships. So we should be matured enough to quit where we left. You see, yes, we should quit where we left. You left him, you left her for another person. Now, let that be the case. You see, it doesn't make sense that the person you are dating currently is still having to remind you that you should stop chatting that other girl or stop chatting that other guy. Those things affect relationships. Those things destroy trust. Now, it's very possible that it's just like they say, harmless relationship, or we're just friends or just friends. You cannot be friends with somebody that you were dating, right? You can't be friends. You should not be friends. It is not advisable. Whatever is capable of being misunderstood will be misunderstood. And remember, there are some feelings at some point. If you stir it up again, the feelings will come up. It will come up. So we should understand the importance of protecting what we have. Why should what you have left destroy what you have? Why should your yesterday destroy your today? You don't mind. So I'm old school here, but I believe that people should stay far from their exes.
Double-minded man.
What kind of penalty is that? I guess you're talking about that to the relationship itself, right? But now, on a more serious note, to those that are married, should there not be strong boundaries to their past love, emotional connections? Thick boundaries, very solid, thick boundaries. You should move away from there. Now, side exes, there are certain conversations that we should not have. And there are certain deeper levels of friendships that should not exist between those that are married or in a relationship and others. Because it doesn't even look good on the person. And it doesn't show respect for who you are with. It also shows you're confused. Because you left there now. If you wanted to be there, why are you not there? It shows a deep level of confusion, uncertainty, instability. And God wants us to have, stability in our lives. He wants us to be settled. He wants us to be established. He wants us to be, making progress even in our emotional relationships. So if you are friends with people, there should be limit, and you should not be friends with somebody that does not like your spouse. All right, yes. Whenever you're talking about your wife or your husband or your fiance, it's okay, it's okay. Every time your wife. Why are you trying to cut me short? It shows that the person does not even respect your decision. And let me tell you this: anybody who makes a move at you, knowing you're already married, is a dangerous person. He knows you're married, he's texting you. She knows you're married, she's texting you, and you are tolerating it. You are behaving like Samson, and she's going to do a Delilah on you, or Destiny will do a Delilah on you. So everybody must understand the importance of boundaries in a relationship. I always say this: you have to clear your digital footprint, your emotional footprint of your past relationships. Go to your previous chat, across your socials, delete everything. You don't need to archive your past relationships. You don't need to archive your pictures together, delete it. Go online and delete. It's going to be work. Go and delete every picture you have, everything that can trigger a memory. That's it. And if need be, you can block the person to stop seeing the person until you are completely healed. And you don't even want to even see the person. Yes, now there's male Delilah now. Yeah, there are married men, yes, that text married women too. There are married men that text single women. So it's not like it's only women that go after them. Men also look for their own trouble too. But boundaries show three things. One, boundaries show that you respect yourself. I think double dating, cheating is a show of lack of self-worth and self-respect. It shows you don't respect yourself. That's one. So boundaries show self-respect. Two, boundaries show your love and your honor for the person you are currently with. It shows how much you love your wife or your husband. It shows how much you respect your husband or your wife. And number three, boundaries show that you are disciplined enough to guide your children into perfection. If you cannot set boundaries as a father, what are you going to tell your daughter? What are you going to tell your son? It doesn't show anything. You see, so be careful of this. Certain boundaries you should set. There should also be what I want to call verbal boundaries. Compliments you should not receive, and compliments you should not give. You cannot be giving sensual or sexual compliments. You see that? You cannot be looking at a girl and saying you're looking sexy, a married man. That compliment should even only come from a married man to his wife, or from a married woman to her husband. So there are certain levels of compliments you should not even give. You're looking beautiful is okay, or I like your dress, that's fine. But when you take it, you are forming, you are woke, you're trying to be current, you are trying to be trendy and all of those things. You go and light a fire that will consume your bosom. You see that? Yes. There are certain boundaries you should also set. You're going to have a private meeting with a man or a woman. All right? You got to choose a proper location. You see that? Yes. That's how to also set the boundary. You have to choose a proper location. The person does not have thoughts about you, the way you appear for the occasion. Some of us dress anyhow, and then when people begin to make comments, we are angry. When you are exposing your body, you say, I'm dressing hot. You're not dressing hot. You are looking for attraction. You are looking rather for attention. Let us be truthful. You know that when you wear, overtly clingy clothes, all your contours, your curves, everything, your hair is showing, your hair, your chest is showing, all those things. When you wear those things, you cannot be frowning at some dirty comments that you are attracting. You attracted it. You attracted the comments. You say where the carcass are, the eagles will gather. You attracted them. You attracted them upon yourself. You cannot be saying men are making remarks at me. I don't know why. But look at the skirt you're wearing. The skirt can barely cover you. Look at your chest. It is opened. And you're complaining that they're making advances at you. You're attracting it. What you are doing is like a signboard. When there's a signboard, by your eyes block here, then I knock on your gate, you're angry. You wrote by your eye. When you open your breast, you are saying by your breast here. Anything that is exposed, it should be demanded for. Patronize me, yes. You are saying patronize me. You're wearing a shirt, you're not wearing a bra inside. Everything is shaking in the public. You are saying patronize me. A young man, you keep the 3 buttons up. Now the girl is sending you a text message. You're angry. Patronize me. You go to the gym, you know what you are wearing. You will not wear what will cover you. You're on the plus side. Wear what will cover your bum. No, you expose the bum very well. Then that means you are not setting boundaries for yourself. That's what I'm saying. You have to set a boundary for yourself. So when you don't set a boundary for yourself, people do not recognize a boundary. Listen, when you approach a building that does not have the fence, the door of that building becomes what? Defense. But when you have a fence, you have a gate, the gate becomes where I would seek permission to enter. But if you have a fence without a gate, I take your door as your boundary. If you have a fence and a gate, I take your fence and a gate as a boundary. Some persons have 2 gates. If you have an outer gate, I take your outer gate as your boundary. Now, if it is what we call, I don't know the English name, the face me, I face you house, I take your room door as your boundary. A face me, I face you house without a fence, without a gate, and where the passage door is open, I will take your door as a boundary. Now, if your door is open, I will take your curtain as a boundary. If you have nothing, your bed is the boundary. So, a lot of us need to understand that you need to set standards for yourself. There are pictures people should send you, and you should say, no, I don't appreciate this kind of picture. Please, when next you are sending me a picture, make sure you are well covered. You see that? You're doing a video call with a friend and she's wearing a 90. And she knows she's wearing a 90 and she's lying on the bed. And she's doing video call like this.
Why is she doing video call with you? And why are you doing video
Hi,
call?
hi. No, you're colleagues now. You know, you're colleagues. You're just getting to know each other. You are being friends now. You're just friends. I'm not talking about you. Even as a single person, you should have a boundary.
Yeah.
They are just trying, how was work today? Work was fine. Work was good. Then you as the man, you came out of the shower, you know, you tied your white towel, and then you're doing the video call. Hello, how you doing? I'm good. I just came out of the shower. You know, I'm all sweaty. And you're all showing your abs. You are trying to seduce the woman of God. You are a witchcraft. You are a witchcraft. Wizardcraft. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You're walking out and you are doing video call. You're walking out. You are doing video call. You're walking out. You know, you're talking to her. Yes, you know, the proposal we're supposed to submit tomorrow. Boss said that we should work on the one with the oil rig first. One with oil rig first. Yeah, yeah. And then she's all, this is spicy. You are a dangerous boy. And you, the girl too, the same thing. The same thing. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I was just working out. I've not had time to put on some proper clothes. Hope you don't mind. Hope you don't mind. They are just Hope you don't. You they adjust, oh. You they say hope you don't mind. You know what you are doing. Hope you don't mind. Hope you don't mind. Hope you don't mind. I'm so sorry that I'm dressed like this. You're adjusting the cleavage to come. I'm so sorry that I'm dressed like this. I hope you don't mind. Hope it's not disturbing you. No, it's not disturbing me. It's not disturbing me. You are dangerous. All right. Simple messages. You'll be sending seductive lines. Hello, how was church today? It was so good to see you. You know, then you start with your seductive lines. Married man, music director. Look at the message you are sending to choir member. We missed your lovely and very soothing voice. Holy Ghost, though, you are the one they are singing to now. The voice, we missed your lovely and very soothing voice. You know, your soprano is so super. You have this cool soprano. Every time I hear you sing, you know, it just feels so heavenly. It just feels so sweet. It's so remarkable. Sometimes I like to listen to you going to bed. For there is fire on my altar. That's the kind of song you like listening to going to bed. You know, it would be nice if you could sing to me in my room one of these days. Your room don't.
You shoot me in shot.
Boundaries. They are gifts you should not just be buying. Unnecessary gifts. Unnecessary gifts. You cannot go and buy underwear for a woman that's not your wife. That is no boundary. That is too sensitive a gift to buy. That is too sensitive a gift to buy. A woman can buy a man singlet. That is fine. A man cannot buy a woman bra. That is not fine. You say, what is the difference? If you're asking that question, you are a bad person. You know there's a difference. A woman can buy a man boxers. A man cannot buy a woman pants.
Other things to buy must it be boxers?
Women, I don't know for you and your gender.
Are there other things to buy? Must it
So
be boxers?
you cannot buy those things. And you know the size. You have been looking.
Let me see it now. Let me see. Try it for me. Let me see.
You only have set boundaries. So even Bini get boundary road. You get why I clock it.
You're like a brother to me. You're like a sister. I don't have younger ones. I have younger ones. Let me see it. I just want to know if it sizes you, if it's yours.
Uh,
I had bought it for my wife, but it's not a size, but it looks like a size. Let me see it.
Let me see how it fits you. Criminal man, you want to buy something for your wife. You are telling the vendor to wear it and snap and send. You want to see how it fits on the vendor. Oga tailor, you are not a tailor to know what fits. You are dangerous. So boundaries must be set. Okay. If you are going to his house, you know how to be dressed. Dress properly. You want to work in the kitchen. You not be your husband. You don't need to change to his boxer so that you not stay in your white gown.
What about get ready with me now?
Boundaries are important. Get ready with me. Yes, get ready with me. You are showing your tight. It's gross irresponsibility.
Groom with me. You get ready with me. Groom with me.
Get ready with you. You are showing your tight. Your tight. Tight is an underwear. You are showing your tight. Get ready with you. No, ready to go to hell? Boundaries. You must have respect for yourself. Yeah. And it's the truth. Somebody smiles at you, doesn't smile with your wife, you don't call her to order. My wife says, it's like your colleague doesn't like me. Say, she's like that. But she likes you. This colleague in question likes you. She doesn't like your wife. And you are telling your wife that she's like that. It's like what? Anybody that hates your spouse has declared war. That's war. Anybody that does not like your spouse has already declared war. It's an invitation to battle. So let the fight begin. You have to learn to draw boundaries.
Don't like my husband. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't like him. Don't like her. Hmm.
Mm. And she doesn't really like women like that. It's men she likes. She's a masculine feminine. She's a masculine female. And he doesn't really like men like that. It's you he likes. He doesn't like men. Cannot greet your husband, but he's greeting you. Nice words to you. Boundaries show that you respect yourself and you respect your spouse. You see that? I was buying furniture somewhere and the manager of the place, a lady, because I had to send the receipt. So I had to get their number. And then I get a text. Sir, I hope you know that you are very handsome. Now that is not a compliment. That's not the compliment. I'm not a child. I know you can say you're looking handsome. That is a compliment. You see that? You're looking fine. Oh. That is a harmless compliment. But when you text it, I'm with you there. You see, you are seated here, I'm seated here, another person is seated there. And then you use a text to say, sir, I hope you know you are handsome. I know now what you are trying to do. You can just say it. Sir, you look handsome, because maybe you are trying to patronize your customer. You want your customer to feel. I said, yes, I know. My wife made me handsome. And then she offers to pick the furniture for me. Can I pick the furniture for you? I said, no, you can't pick the furniture for me. My wife will pick the furniture. Hope you know you're handsome. Then you go, thank you so much. Because you never hear say you fine before. Nobody can hear me. They can hear me. Oh. You see that? Yeah. Even when you are in a relationship and not in marriage, there are boundaries you should set. You cannot go out on a date with another man and you are in a relationship without the permission of the person you are dating. Except you are not interested in that relationship. You are just using that one to pass time. So you are on your way. As a guy, you are dating a girl. What's another girl doing in your room?
Network. She does not have network in her room.
Not like, okay, church, we came to visit Brother Ekperemenko. You invited the girl to your house and you have a girlfriend or a fiance. The girl comes to your house, she enters kitchen, she's cooking.
Network.
Wore your JC, but we Man U. So Man U fans, they do anyhow. Man U and Chelsea. And then they do that pattern. Chelsea fans. She came to charge phone with short skirt.
Network is better. The house Wi-Fi is better. So she has
Yes.
to work from the house.
Yeah. She wants to boil water. And it's a nightgown she wore to boil water. Sorry, my water just got finished. Working like this. You enter the kitchen. Boil water. From there, came to the room. How are you doing? Have you eaten? Not really. I can quickly make you something. I thought you said you wanted to bait. Why you want to quickly make me something? Hey, there's this movie on Netflix. So I hope are you subscribed to Netflix? Yeah. Let me show it to you. As you show it to your chest, so let me show it to you. So if you want to show me movie, it's my chest. My chest is now remote, Abby. My chest is remote now. Yes. There's a movie on Netflix. So there's a movie on Netflix. So there's a movie on Netflix. So everything. This movie on Netflix. I don't know. Do you find
Anyway,
he's talking to you, he's coming so close, looking into your eyes, using his deep voice. You know you should not be distressed. How's the day? Hope you're good.
Guy, I will not allow you to do this.
What?
You'll be telling her that if I were your guy, if I were your
Allow you, I will not allow. If I was yours, I won't allow you go through this stress at all. Wow, you're working so hard.
man,
You
tell her
know,
the truth. Now
before
this
you know, your mind is going to many places. Oh, still love. Ah, it's a beautiful thing. Love is for you and me. I will be your Juliet, you will be my Romeo, and together we will commit sin and go to hellfire. Let me relieve your stress. Someone to massage you. Your shoulders look stiff. Physiotherapist. How do you know her shoulder looks stiff? Oga stiff shoulder. Your shoulder looks, as he's talking, he's already massaging it too. Your shoulders look stiff. Will you want to take off your top? No, 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 it's okay. No, no, it's okay. No, let me take it off. No, 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 no. There's nothing. There's nothing. He has already lifted you up. As he carries you up, oh, put you on the massage. Be careful. You people go for company trip. Nobody should come into your hotel room for company trip. Only your gender staff, your gender colleague. Company trip does not inside your room is not the trip. Hello, Ekperemeko, how far? You have a charger. You're a married woman. You're a married man. Yes, I will bring the charger to you. I will bring the charger to you. I'll come to your door. And you knock on your door. How far? I brought the charger. Come in. No, come and take the charger. I'm not coming to your room. Before you know it, you enter the room. He's inside the bathroom, pretending like he's not seeing you. Come outside. No, you throw the towel on the ground. Lepele kakwankus. Bele bele matwintu kananankwa. I don't know what came over me. I am sorry. I am sorry. You don't know what came over you. You don't know what came over you. You don't know what came over you. What did you go and do inside his hotel room or our hotel room? That is what came over you. The Bible says to flee youthful lust. It didn't say resist, it said flee. That's it. Boundaries. You notice your emotions are beginning to go for somebody in your office. You are choosing group members. That's the person you want to choose. You're not looking for trouble. You're looking for trouble. You are looking for trouble. So boundaries will save you. Boundaries would help you. Boundaries would prolong your relationships. You see that? Yes. Boundaries would give you honor. Boundaries will build trust. Till today, the person you are dating doesn't have access to your phone. Password. She doesn't know it. He doesn't know your password. You are in a relationship, but men can throw comments at you. Other guys can throw comments at you. You see that? Boundaries are important. Shows respect for yourself, respect for your spouse, respect for your children or your future children, and respect for your future. That's my last word for today. Eka, do you have any last words?
I think you've said it. You've said it all. I don't think there's any other thing to add to it. Boundaries are for our good. Don't be a strong man. Be a strong woman.
Don't be a strong man, don't be a strong woman. Boundaries are for your good. All right. And then lastly, on to the married men and women, concerning the first topic we handled,
Love your spouse.
grow with your spouse. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said love your spouse and grow with your spouse.
Love your spouse. Sir, is the phone password thing? Okay, let's talk about it. A boundary to set while dating. All right, let your questions roll in. I can take one or two. All right, while dating, boundaries concerning phone passwords. What do you think, Geka?
I mean, uh, if you are dating somebody, the person doesn't know your password. I mean, it breeds
Sure.
trust. That's it. If a person doesn't know your password, it breeds lack of trust. We're not saying, "Oh, you come, uh, this take my password." There will be when people relate a lot of times. There's usually times where you need to do something with the person's phone,
Yeah.
no, or vice versa. When you withhold passwords, it makes it sends of distrust that you don't trust the person, right? And it's okay if you are just starting and you want to grow into, trusting the person, right? But if you are dating, you are dating someone, you're saying you want to marry this person. I see no reason why the person shouldn't have access.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's the truth. Because you're right. Maybe at the beginning you're still trying to figure out, right? So I, I support your answer. Before you get married, the person you're married to should have access to your phone. If you have things that the person cannot see, except maybe you are a security operative and maybe you work for the FBI or CIA. So for national security, I guess except that is your case, of which the person would know, and then stay away from your privacy because they should not see certain things. Aside that, people should have the person you love should have access. Yeah. So if you cannot trust, don't marry. If you do not trust, don't marry. If you are not trusted, don't marry. If the person you date doesn't trust you, don't marry the person. If the person you are dating you don't trust, don't marry the person. You see that? Yeah. Very important. So that's the answer to the question. Okay. So if you are dating a girl that passwords her phone or passwords his phone, I personally would not move on in that relationship. Never. Ever. I don't trust you.
I will not.
If you cannot trust me to have access to your phone, I cannot trust you to have access to my life. Bam. Wow. Wow. That's it. Marriage is important. We're going to be sleeping on the same bed. I cannot trust you with my life. And you cannot trust me with your phone. Nah. We're not going in the same direction. Never. Yeah. So that's it too. All right, people. It's been wow. Today has been explosive. It has been wonderful, remarkable. I mean, so great, so great. So next week we are going to have, maybe we should have some guests. All right, as we stretch our initial conversation, let's stretch it a little bit. All right, I believe we've done a lot and answered some questions. And I trust that God is going to help us more. Let us pray for you, Father, in the precious name of Jesus. Your sons and daughters are blessed. The hand of the Lord is mighty upon them. For them is from glory to glory. In Jesus' name, Amen. Oh, Sarah Tender, God bless you. So, like I said, this will be available on YouTube within the week. All right. So, if you want to go back to it and refer to it, it will be uploaded on YouTube within this week. All right. Pastor Emmanuel Record on YouTube. And there are other sessions that we were able to upload, and we are still uploading some. So, you can always refer and send the link to your friends. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Rest well. God bless you. Good night, my beautiful wife. Mwah, 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 mwah. Yeah, you can go and rewatch. Yes. Good night. Precious Jesus. Ooh, what a great God you are.